Hey everybody, and welcome to the SaltyyShow, and welcome to something I didn't expect to cover, but graciously, I've been given a code from the developers to do so. Welcome everybody to Reus 2, game coming out May 28th, which hopefully if I do this right, will be releasing the day of. And it's a colony sim builder as a kind of like a god game, I guess you could say, where you're given control of elemental giants and you're set to create a world for humanity to thrive on. And one thing I gotta say is it has a beautiful art style, and immediately I have a bit more stake in the game for this one, as Reus 1 was one of the first games I managed to play on a PC back in the day when I was like, I don't know, 11 or 10, back on an old little laptop, and it's one of the first few games I saw, looked cool, I picked it up, and I had fun with it. So I'm expecting to have, I've played one tutorial world in here, you can see it spinning around, I enjoy it, and we're gonna go jumping into a new world, and taking a deep dive into the game, and having fun with it, and a lovely little playthrough, honestly. So far, I have some opinions of the game, and they're positive. A very relaxing game, especially in today's world. But without further ado, thank you very much to developers and the publisher for giving out a code. But we're going to jump right into it, and we're going to create a new world. So, first and foremost, there's a lot more detail compared to the first one. This one, you get to pick a human spirit that will seed the planet, which you can pick the sage, the inventor, or the goddess. So these are the same so far. They might change, and they just give various benefits: food, science, and gold. Those are your three big items for humanity. I went with the sage last time. Yeah, I think we'll stick with the sage. And now you can pick the giants you go with. You can't have all of them. In the original game, you had all the giants that you start with, and that's all you had. This one has multitude of them, and it looks like they swap them out. You can have a plant-based one, which I unlocked the swamp giant, which we will be playing. Originally, you start with the forest giant. So we're going to test out the swamp giant, and I haven't unlocked any other ones other than the ocean and the rock giant. Difficulty-wise, you have relaxing, human, giant. Interesting. I didn't know that. Recommended if you want a real challenge of meeting humanity's goals. Interesting. And you have different eras. You have Apex mode, which is a little, we'll get into this, and free play and tutorial quests. So first game I played with a tutorial quest. I recommend turning on tutorials if you've never played this type of game before. The planet is very short and sweet. You guys won't be tied into a tutorial very long if you wanted to get going. But without further ado, let's jump into it. Welcome everybody to Reus 2 and the lovely world that we have today. First and foremost, this is where you start. You start with a barren world as you've set forth. And there is a little intro that you get on screen when you load the game, and that doesn't start, though, all the time. And as you can see, they're asking for help. One thing, first and foremost, we want to do is we're going to create a nice little forest biome here for them. I do love the little creatures. The rock guy, I see they've not changed his style very much, which is very unique. And there we are. And we will be settling right here. The Southern Grove. So you get city requests and you get the prologue. We just need to maximize prosperity until all of our eons for this era have passed. And you get 30. You spend these by placing stuff. And I believe it's by placing stuff. Yeah, by placing stuff and by expanding, if I'm not mistaken. There's a lot of stuff I haven't unlocked yet. But we are going to go into it. So first and foremost, this guy wants, they would just want population. If this is, has at least 3 biodiversity. Well, it doesn't. Oh, you can get guinea pigs! I do apologize. I think the child side of me is going to come out more in this episode than most other first takes. Some things are, from what I can tell, some things are naturally inclined to be certain items like this. It looks like it's supposed to be, yeah, it's supposed to be a plant booster. So if we really want the right thing, we would put a plant there. So, oh, it's city territory went that way. So we'll have to expand this way. And we are, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I love the yawn. Let's just do one more that way. Controls are simple, WASD, or you can play this game, I think, with your mouse. You really don't have to use WASD if you don't want. But here we go. Let's place... A guinea pig's gonna give just an output of... You can min-max this, by the way. You can min-max quite a bit, honestly. All the items that you'd want. So if I put this here... You can see it collecting here, and it's all going to go to your village center. And it's going to very easily add up to your city stats, which are food, science, and wealth. Or, yeah, wealth. And it's going to, and you'll see it add up as you can. And then you'll achieve things as you go. Which you're going to get a new city request. And you get a draft, which are up here that'll unlock unique, well, biome, or biotica, I believe that's how you say it. And you get to pick one, and obviously it applies to the land. And you get a special, unique, strong plant or species, which with this one, and they all have different tags to them, which is very cool. And they have cohorts. They'll automatically unlock if we pick these items. So for this one, the sage loves to grow. So we'll grab the banana tree. And that will allow you to make, yes, the banana tree if adjacent to other plants. So this one would be great right there once we have enough plants. Very interesting. To a mineral, I'm thinking... And now we can do this. And that's really gonna help boost a lot of stuff. And you can see it's based on a little grid system, and you can see them feeding into each other. Which, look at all that food, yeah. I have to admit, the art style is really what sells this game. The gameplay is amazing. It's just nice. It's a very relaxing, fun, and cute game with very distinct mechanics. And then you get little events like this, where they want to start new projects in the cities that you pick. And you get to choose what. Everything has a little help tip here that you can click on and it'll help you out. But these are just going to help you choose what do you want them to specialize in, from a fruit picker, herders, ocean shriner, or farm. And I'm thinking we're going to do fruit, since we've already done that. And that's going to open up a new area, and all of a sudden we have a fruit area. We're really investing in this place first. Next up, that I've been meaning to talk about for a minute while we handle that, is now you see this little thing here where you get to call a nomad, and you can see that they've hit 10 pop. Oh, with that, they're all excited and happy. They're at level 2. But let's call down a nomad, and nomads are going to be a new tribe. There are going to be more people to settle the Earth with, or, well, the planets. And this, you can always pick between two. I've not seen 3 choices yet, but it's always 2 when you get to do this. And for this one, they've given us the Huntress or the Merchant. Merchant believes progress through trade, and the Huntress is always looking for a quarry or a companion to live from the wilds of the land. They like food and gold, spirited, resourceful. Let's call the Merchant. And I didn't think about it. We need to settle new lands first and foremost. With that, let's go ahead and get some desert right here. And we can go ahead and settle them right away. So they're going to move all the way over here to settle on this far side. We have a lot of the world to work with. And honestly, while they're doing that, let's go ahead and get a nice big swath of ocean here. There we go. We've got our ocean going now. Let's get this second city guy going. Well, there we go. We have the giant oasis fountain. And they're going to give you new things like this one wants 3 wealth. So, to generate wealth, you can obviously see the little gold icon. And a lot of these things stack. So, and honestly, I think, do we have a draft to pick? We do. So let's go ahead and get a new draft. Oh, you get rerolls. I didn't know that. Very cool. So you have those as well. And we can choose between lapis lazuli and limestone, which I'm not sure has +1 micro slots. Minus 25 tech for each adjacent mineral. That is interesting that it gives... Oh... So this one is really good if it's far away from other minerals, but this one benefits more if it's next to them. Very cool, so we're going to pick lapis lazuli. And immediately, we can go in and pick it. I don't think we can place it yet, yeah, because there's not enough diversity. So, a gem. So this is gonna give just an immediate output of gems. So let's go ahead and place it. Let's see, this is a gold booster. So you're really able to, for each district, distinct adjacent gem. So we place that there, it's going to pump out a lot of gold, which is going to add to the diversity of this land. And immediately that should, not just yet. Oh, we've done that already. So you can see these things stack really quickly. And it looks like you can actually pick a multitude of drafts, which is interesting. Let's see if we can go ahead and get... We don't have enough biodiversity. He's really focused on wealth, so I think we're going to get 2 quartz. Oh, but that's not going to add to biodiversity. I just thought about that. So that's important to pay attention to. We might have to expand out this way. Yeah, because that only got us to 3. But thankfully it does look like they're expanding, and we have this here. We have a gem seeker. If there are 2 force gem, a trade, or 2/3 ocean minerals. Well, we don't have that. If there are 2 force zinc that have basic gold yield, interesting, or the gems. Let's get the gem seeker. I do enjoy the expansion stuff. That's very cool. So with that, we can actually potentially look to make more here. I see this is going to give an output of biodiversity. That'll benefit from food. I think what we'll do, we will put that right there, and then that's gonna let us, oh, sorry everybody, we're gonna be able to do that. That's gonna trigger the biodiversity, and we're going to be able to come up here and finally place the lapis lazuli, which is gonna ping pong all of that money. Look at that. And then it's gonna stack up here, which is hilarious. I love it. So that's gonna call down a lot of money. Meanwhile, I do think I want to get a new rainforest biome over here. Maybe like that much. And that's gonna maximize them a good bit. They're still earning money, which is great. So we do still have, let's see here. If the biome has a surplus of diversity. Interesting. Well, we just got the new area here. Let's call down our third and I believe final nomad, the inventor and the goddess. Let's do the inventor because he's skeptic and he is our science-focused man. And we will call him down. Let's call him down closest to the ocean. And away they go. Look at their little canoes. Sailing away. The art style is very nice. And you can also check different, you can see their stats here, but you can also go into their output, you can see what they're doing, and also their emblems, inventions, and trade routes. Which are, it's pretty cool. Oh, we've made Lushborough have 3 tech. Now tech is going to be something I might struggle with. Oh, never mind, the ramen tree looks pretty good. Okay, so place the ramen tree there. And if I recall correctly, this will piggyback off of that. Yeah, with a base science, and that has a base science, so it makes sense to me. Put that right there. Sorry, everybody. Bubba has managed to knot my shoe, and he is not regretting it. This is a very relaxing game. And you can also, I didn't show you by this, you can also click on this little icon up here. It's going to show you all the building locations that you have available to you. I didn't know you could do that. I did not know you could skip that. Interesting. So that's immediately going to help them because they are feeding off of each other. +1 for each science and the mineral within our borders. There are 2 tree, interesting. Or if there's 2 distinct undergrowth. Let's do the woodcutter. Very nice. 5 unique within the border. 10 technology. So yeah, these guys are all about tech. So it could be something we get here. They haven't claimed the ocean yet. So it'd be rather useless for us. Oh, see, now this is good. The Gumbo Limbo. Interesting. We are going to get that. And immediately that's going to allow us to +6 for each surplus biodiversity in this biome. So, I wonder, is that... Oh. Are these going to piggyback? That limestone will. Oh, Flint will too. Is it better than... I think this will be better. Oh, we only have 5 Eon left for the next era. So I don't think we're gonna... So if I place that, the inventor is making something new. So when things like that pop up, it means he's thinking that you're gonna get something down here in the invention. Let's find out what it is. He's currently inventing a new luxury, which is gonna be primitive tools produced from the stone. So it's really cool that they have a lot of features that actually do bounce off each other. And for such a relaxing game, you can min-max a lot of your development. That's pretty cool. And speaking of min-maxing, I think we're going to get this. Which is going to skyrocket the biodiversity. And you can see that really launches their science. So once that is done, and as you can see, it is just a build up here. I do enjoy the stacking nature. Lurshbro, though. 5 unique, so we didn't get this, which is unfortunate. There's nothing else we can do. We must move into the next era. Once you've run out of era, or I can't remember what it was called. But once you run out of those points, you have to move into the next era. Which this is where you get to pick. This is another unique feature from Reus 2. You have new eras to go into. You have the Calm Era, which is kind of advancing through with no additional features. And then you have era quests to go through. And then you have the Iron Age, which you unlock these as you go. And we'll go into more of these in just a second. As I was discussing the ages, you have multiples to choose from that you have to meet conditions for, which is really cool and another unique way to diversify the planets that you deal with. And the new eras. See, as for this one, we didn't have the Age of Philosophy unlocked because technology was not our highest stat. But we do have the Neolithic, Monumental, and the Iron Age, and also the Calm Era, which I have to pinpoint. I love this art style here. I do enjoy it. I don't know why. But I think between the ones that we have, I did the Neolithic on the test run, and I think we're going to do the Monumental or the Iron Age, one of these two. And I think we're going to do the Iron Age. We unlock Iron Bioticum? I wonder how you pronounce this. I'm going to have to learn. But either way, we also get the Great Forge, which the merchant will build the Great Forge, which multiplies the science of all minerals within his borders. So we just have 10 tech on the planet, have 4 minerals on the planet. So we should immediately get to work on these. And we enter the Iron Age. And you can see we've already kind of boosted. So you get to continue the city requests from the last point here. And it seems like there's quite a few people moving, actually. But we have the biggest thing first and foremost here, which is 20 tech on the planet and 0 to 40 from the Great Forge. Oh, so these are trade missions. That's cool. Interesting. So I wonder... So 20 tech on the planet. It doesn't sound like that means we have to do it here. Our tech guy over here is probably going to be the easiest. We have 2 points here. I love when they do little funny things. It's very unique. Tree biome. With a base science, that's just stone. So that is iron. So you can't place iron next to iron. Interesting. So if we put it here, though, it's gonna boost everything. Which is gonna shoot over here. And yeah, it is gonna boost up our tech, which is gonna boost up the Iron Age. Very cool. And I'm thinking... that's a gold. Each surplus biodiversity in here. I didn't mean to do that. So I wonder... it looks like there's a surplus of 1. Oh wait, never mind. So you can really get into a lot of these things to build the most prosperity. So we could do another iron here, and that is gonna do the same boost. And I guess we don't have to do it over here. Which is gonna add the abundance. And it's gonna boost us up, and it might get us real close to our next tech. Now we cannot place it next to iron though, so we can though. Oh, so there's only 2 here now. How cool. Obviously, I'm learning as we play, like everybody else. I just get to do it a day early for you all, which is really cool to me. I was quite excited when I saw this came in to my emails. So that stone is going to benefit from that. I'm trying to find something that would help with money. You don't have to be this thorough with it though, like I am. But it is interesting. So this is just animal. So you handle animals. It just says it next to a critter. And we do have ability to build out here. And that is going to do that for us, which is very nice. Which grants us, we have another 2. We can't invest any more into the rainforest. Let's go for the desert, which is going to give us the limestone that we didn't get a second ago. Which I'm okay with. And we might be able to stroll on over here, actually. Counts as an empty slot, -1 for each. Not enough biodiversity, needs 3. And I think we're actually good. To expand like that. And then we might place a new great ocean here. I love how beautiful the world turns out. And I'm really nice to expand it. I did not expect to see this roll through, so it's pretty cool. And I like that you can zoom in really nice and you can get an idea of what people are doing. It's really cool. Like, look at that. Just taking a breather. I don't actually have very many animals on this world. The other ones I did, and you can see little animals running around, which is nice. Let's go ahead and finish this world off by placing the last ocean. And then over here, let's grant... Let's see... Definitely one of the coolest. Gotta be honest. One of the coolest. Now this is gonna benefit from the quartz there. Lapis lazuli cannot benefit though from that. Let's... see, this is gonna help. It's gonna grant biodiversity. And I do think I really want to get I really want to get the guinea pigs rolling, but we probably shouldn't. So let's get one more biodiversity going in here. That way, we should be able to place the limestone. The guy's a slow mover. I just realized that you can hover over them and they highlight. That's cool. And the sage wants us to grow a pop, which is going to grant... Oh, it is going to grant benefits. Interesting. Well, I wonder... And that's going to benefit there. And... Output of 5 plus 10 out of 20 of this biome with surplus of 3 out of 4 diversity. We don't have enough biodiversity there. That's next to minerals. I wish there was room here. We could go over here. It's not gonna boost that though. So we might want to stick to... Oh, if only we had the biodiversity. Oh. I do hear Mr. Winston outside. Thanks to Ava coming in the room. So it is going to boost his food a little bit. Not a lot though, but they are enough to expand their borders, which I'm okay with. And we did get the tech. So now I'm curious, how do we build one for each science and minerals within the border of the merchant? So the Great Forge will give... We're making a lot of gold. So let's see if this counts. Now, limestone benefits from being by itself. Oh, we're so close. That was almost all we needed. Oh. The merchant is actually inventing something. We're still building, which is great. So we already had trade routes for primitive tools, and he's making something. Very cool. And we just need a little bit more curiosity here. For each science mineral. So I wonder... Maybe... So place the sage brush. But we don't really want to... We don't really want to expand that way. We could probably get rid of... This is bad because it can't be next to a mineral. Put ourselves in a little bit of a pickle. Just a tad. That's gonna give tech, but not from the Great Forge, if I'm not mistaken. If we get this, I'm fairly certain it's gonna reduce. Yeah. It did unfortunately reduce that. So that is an important lesson to learn, everybody. Give me 1 minute, guys. So reviewing this stuff and dealing with that, I've removed the iron from over here, and I think we're going to replace it over here. This is a costly spin, as I believe it will cost 5 of these to place and then 1 extra to remove. But we are going to do that and see if we can get this bonus. I want to get at least 1 of these quests complete, just to showcase this to you guys. Like I said, relaxing game, but you can min-max quite a bit, and that is going to work. And we did get it. Yay! Continue for a... So the era has been completed. We achieved all the other benefits. So continue for a high score or skip to the conclusion. So at this rate, I guess you're able to actually hit up here, which is going to conclude the game, which will turn it into prosperity, or you can try and get these extra points, such as the Sage Town. They want to have a bigger population. Is there anything we can do about that? Probably not. I mean, they do have 2 empty spots over here, actually. So maybe we can. Just maybe. If adjacent to a mineral. They've expanded all the way out here. So, you know, we might be able to get... I don't know if we'll be able to get enough, though. Let's get the guinea pigs down, because I've wanted to see them. This whole planet, I wanted to see the guinea pigs. So we're gonna look at the guinea pigs. And you can't actually speed things up, by the way. I haven't really messed with that too much, but you can speed things up. Oh my god, I love them. I could stay right there. I really could. I could just stay right there. Now, are there anything that we can min-max? To benefit us there. I love the weeks. The little squeaks are beautiful. Sorry, guys. People that question what that was, that is an alarm. Now we can actually probably target plant as well. Oh, but we can't actually. So it appears we unfortunately weren't close enough. Those are so adorable. So we're gonna have to actually just hit continue, because unfortunately we have reached the end. And it's going to turn that little bit into a little bit of bonus prosperity, unfortunately. But we did complete the planet. And that cements us in the Iron Age. We completed the quest, and you get to see a little breakdown of what you've done, which is really cool. The game is extremely relaxing and very one session. You know, you don't have to close out. And so we achieved. All right, we got all 3 of them. Awesome. So we got 3 Apex Bioticum unlocks as a reward, granting us random. Let's get the rewards. Oh wow, so this unlocks these. Let's unpack them all. An ostrich and a scarlet macaw. How very cool. So this is just very interesting, and you can continue the planet if you wanted to, or you can leave the planet and it'll slowly bring you back out, and you go to a little collection tab which grants you a profile level, which for me it means I get to go to the 2nd era. Ooh, we actually made it to level 4, which unlocks a planet shop, which I didn't even get to show that off yet. And we get to buy Eon in the planet shop to extend an era. Upgrade patches by spending upgrade charges. With your upgrade patch ability, you can support new, stronger, oh cool, and 2-star Biotica. So this is a very cool game. You have levels, you have eras, which I've showcased you, where it shows that we've done this one. I've not done any of these others, and now we'll eventually get into the medieval era and the era of discovery. It has a collection of all of the stuff you can unlock here. And then you have micros, which I haven't touched. I haven't looked at these much. I haven't seen these yet, so... And then milestones. And I'm assuming... Yeah, you can... It looks like these might be... Yeah, these are little milestones and achievements, so very cool. And immediately you can actually see where you came from. And your planet stays. That is so cool. Your planet stays. So you can kind of go back in and out, and you can sort of create... I do wonder what is the limit to the amount of planets you can have, but you can go in and out, and it's really cool. And you can continue doing this, and it rewards you for completing a planet, backing out, and playing a new one, and going as far as you can. It's a very cool, unique, it's a unique one here, and we didn't unlock any. We'll do random, and you can actually progress to, so you can start in the medieval era now. Let's just jump in and see this random one. We won't be going through the whole set again, but we're jumping into the medieval era. So I do wonder how that will play out. And I wonder, how do you... If we just beat them into the ocean. Okay, yeah, I figured. I did figure. They're actually gonna settle over there. Oh yeah, you can just... And we can have upgrade slots now, which I assume are actually these microcharges. And to look at the store here that I talked about, the planet store, you can now spend your resources here to unlock these things and get Eon limits, drafts, and unique benefits here. It's a very cool little feature, and I don't know. I am eager to hear what you all have to say about this game. Reus 2 has a little special place in my heart because it's the predecessor was one of the first PC games I ever touched, and I had a nice little relaxing play with it. And I'm intrigued to see all this has to offer. This game seems like a lot of what the first one was, but with more features, a lovely art style that's coming from the first one, and more, honestly, more rewarding experiences. This game touches on I think the dopamine, serotonin part of your brain, where it's not too hard to achieve the rewards that, or the tasks that it sets out to achieve, and a lot of the icons in the UI simulate the you're doing a good job. And I think it's a nice, fun game. It's, I mean, I'm 20, I'm going on 25. I had a lot of fun. I don't think it's at all about age. And I could do this all day, actually. This would... this is entertaining, but it is a fun, relaxing game to play, especially after a stressful day, maybe, or if you're just having fun, and it's not too hard to get into at all. And you're rewarded for playing it over and over again with more unlocks that are connected to your profile and not necessarily just the planet. But I do think that's where I'm going to wrap up today's episode, as unfortunately I have quite a busy schedule. But let me know if you guys would ever want to see this again. I might actually continue this world in my spare time, and just to continue unlocking things as I go to showcase a later profile. But I'm eager to see what you think, and let me know if you pick it up. And once again, thank you to the developers and the publishers for sending me a code to the game. And if you guys are interested in picking it up, there should be a special link in the description below that will take you right to the Steam page. And let me know if you enjoy that. Without further ado, guys, I've been your host, Salty. This is Reus 2. Comes out May 28th, which should be released today. And I hope you all enjoy this, at least for the nostalgic flashback and for the future of this game to come. Without further ado, like, subscribe as always. Peace out, everybody.